Okay. Uh, the game I'll be reviewing for this assignment is the For Honor beta, or I guess it's For Honor. I don't know. I'm not just gonna change when it comes out next week. I think. I don't know. Uh, the goal of the game, in the words of Conan the Barbarian, are to crush your enemies and hear the lamentation of their women. I actually don't know if you do that, but I do know you crush your enemies. So that's basically the name of the game here. Uh, is it compelling to me? Yeah, probably. Honestly, there's probably not a better feeling, video game wise, than just decimating your enemy. Because I mean, why would you not want to? Real life killing people is bad though, so don't do that. Um, let's see. Was the game's core dynamic combat, fighting people, things of that nature, if you will? Let's see. Are the rules clear? Yeah, pretty much. How do you learn them? You learn them by the tutorial is literally the first thing you do in this game, and it is imperative that you do it, because if you don't, you will be destroyed quicker than you could probably possibly imagine. This game is very difficult. There's a very steep learning curve. What are the game mechanics? There's executions. The blocking is probably the most important thing in this game. There's stamina, there's counterattacks, things like that. Typical sword play, if you will, or axe play, or flail play, depending on whatever character you're using. I keep saying I have a new item. Ah, I do. That's why, on the weapon. There's weapon customization, which is pretty cool. And it also affects the you can also change the look of things, which I think is pretty cool. Aesthetics of the game draw me in. Graphics, the game is utterly gorgeous. It looks beautiful. It's very cool to me. The whole medieval setting with the Vikings, the knights, and the samurais is just very cool to me. Is the game balanced? I'd say so. Although in certain game modes, I believe Dominion, the different gear you have on, helmets, arms, chests, weapons, whatever, affects your stats in duels one-on-one. I believe it does not, so everyone's on an even playing field. Do you feel like the game is good for its target audience? Yeah, I'd say so. If your target audience is people who like mostly historical fighting, or historical in the sense of the characters anyway. I know samurais, knights, and Vikings never actually fought together. I don't think they did anyway. Pretty cool though. What else is this? Is there a story associated with the game? Yes, there is. In the story mode, from my understanding, the world that the game takes place in was plagued by natural disasters that basically destroyed the world and forced the samurai, the Vikings, and the knights to all end up having to fight each other. And there's a warlord, her name is Apollyon, and she, for unknown reasons at this time, wants them to keep fighting. Don't know why, but her armor's really cool. I hope you can get it in the game. Let's see. Is there a balance between strategy and chance? Definitely. The game is a very high learning curve, as I said. Strategy is definitely going to be the biggest part of the game, but there is probably a good amount of chance involved, like getting a lucky hit in on someone who is clearly outmatched in you. That's happened to me. I've gotten a lucky hit on and just mopped the floor with someone. Coming in, helping defend your teammates, stuff like that. It is a blend of cooperative and competitive. I'm gonna head and try to join a match, and the samurai are winning the whatchamacallit, faction war so far. Is a blend of cooperative and competitive because you gotta help your teammates because they definitely need to help you because this is not an easy game. Competitive main focus of the game, clearly. If I lose, depending on whether the person is better than me, I can't be upset, I suppose. Maybe do a duel. This is a fun game. I will not lie. As a game designer, what would I use if I was designing a game? Probably the fighting. The way the fighting works is really well. Stamina-based fighting, kind of like Dark Souls. We're gonna do a nice one-on-one here. Probably get my butt kicked. Gameplay, the graphics are great. The sound's great. Fun elements. The game honestly is just fun to play. Inventory system's pretty nice. Ooh, he's a Viking Raider. Cool. The unique features work really well, like the executions and stuff. Elements that excited me. Pretty much everything about this game, honestly. Nothing's bored me so far. How does it compare to competing games? Pretty well. There's pretty much no other game like it. The closest game I could align it to in terms of the way the combat works is Dark Souls, and as well as the setting. The best setting I think that would compare to this would probably be Chivalry Medieval Warfare. Really? That's annoying though. That's one thing that's a bad mechanic is in the one-on-one duels you're limited to a very small area and most of the time you will be thrown off a ledge for an instant kill. Very annoying. That's one thing. Ooh. Yeah. Remember when I said I was gonna get my butt kicked? I was right. As you can see, the game is, as I said, is very unforgiving.
Round 3.
And again, I'm also playing a one-on-one. The 4v4 game mode is a little bit more forgiving, if you ask me. One-on-one. Ow. Also interesting to note that that's really annoying. Mental note. Viking Raider has unblockable attacks. Did not know that. And here we have the pinnacle of the human being here. Well, that was mortifying. Yeah, I'm not really a fan of the one-on-one duels. Especially if, people are kind of, for lack of a better term, kind of scrubby like that. Literally, the first thing he did was throw me off the map. Not that I wouldn't be opposed to doing that in the first place, but that's just boo-boo. Here we have a little bit of the character customization. You can change. Sometimes they change aesthetically, sometimes they don't. Like, these arms look exactly the same. As far as I can tell. The chests, though, like here we have this chest, you can't really see it. Here we have the starting chest is a little bit more armored. And this one's got a lot of pouches on it. Looks like I actually changed the belt to it. I didn't realize that. Yeah, you can tell it a lot more on, say, the samurai, the Orochi, or the Kensei. You can tell like on the weapon, the hilt changes drastically. The blade, I don't have any blades. Guard, the starting. I really like the starting cross guard for it. Pretty cool though. Nice inscription on the blade. Very detailed game. It's very fun. Try to do another match. It doesn't look like I'm the worst player ever. There we go. The Big Nasty 88. Me too. We're gonna try the Orochi again, because I like the Orochi. He's pretty cool. You can change the gender of most of the characters. Some of them have set genders that can't be changed. I believe the Peacekeeper and the Nobushi and the Berserker all... Actually, I believe the Peacekeeper and Nobushi are all set genders. You can't change them. They're always female, I believe. Just like the Viking Warlord, I believe, is always male. Yeah, see, exclusively female heroes. Which is kind of cool, I guess. You don't need to have, I shouldn't say that, actually. It's nice to have diversity. Although I don't believe it's historically accurate. I don't think there was any female samurais. I don't know. Ah, join the losing team. That's always nice. Well. Minions are one-hit kills. You one-hit kill minions, I should say. You gotta kill minions to allow your minions to push up, so you can control the area. There we go. Control the zones to win points. Holy crap, that's a Viking. There's a lot of Vikings, actually. Do we have that point? Yes, we do. You can see my team is up here fighting. Ooh, ooh. Ow. Wow. I just got annihilated. That was pretty cool. He said with heavy sarcasm. All in all, this is a pretty good game. I like it so far. I'm really excited for the full release. Ooh. Ow. Although sometimes it is, like when you're a big crowd like that, it's very hard to distinguish when the other player is attacking or from what angle they're attacking, because that depends on how you can block it. Is either it's top, left, or right is the ways you can block. Sometimes it's very hard in that crowd to tell in which direction someone's attacking. Ow. Ow. That's one thing that's nice, though. If you get executed, you can't be revived. However, if someone gets interrupted mid-execution, they can be revived, which is nice. Although, didn't work for me because my teammate also died. Let's see if we can... that's one thing that's bad about the Orochi and the assassin characters, is they cannot hold a block.
Zone C.
We're losing, but we managed to pull it back a little bit. Ooh, those are two Viking raiders. They do not want to be a part of that. Obviously, although he wants a part of me. Managed to get the... Well, I thought I did. I got hit with a catapult, though, so that was fun. Was not expecting that.
You captured Zone A.
Don't know if any of my team... How my team's there to revive me, so... Take matters into our own hands. Ow, ow. This was a bad idea.
You lost an Zone A.
You can see we're in the final leg of the match, which is not really a tiebreaker. It's called stand and fight. But if we all die, we lose. However, if we're not executed, we can still be revived. So that's one thing that's kind of cool. Is you're gonna kind of want to execute people if you're on the winning side. I didn't execute the guy. I tried to. Another execution right there. However, we can also, if we keep fighting and manage to get it up to 1,000 points, we can get them into a stand and fight. And we can, if we kill all of them, we win.
You captured Zone A.
Oh, and we're now not. Enemy team is breaking. Kill their heroes. Oh, now they're in a stand and fight. Huh. So you're gonna want to kill minions. I'm still working this. I don't know what that was. We're both in the stand and fight. Pretty tense now. And the way you heal yourself is you go back to any controlled point that you have. Ow. Here you can see I'm being double teamed, which was pretty fun. We lost. Well, anyway, that was oh. See ya.